Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, it's Tuesday at noon, and today I would like to speak about the parasha, but really in relations to Tisha B'Av, to the 9th of Av, that we're going to commemorate and observe on Motzei Shabbat, on Saturday night and Sunday. One of the topics that Moshe discussed at the beginning of Parashat Devarim, the beginning of Sefer Devarim, the beginning of the book of Deuteronomy, is the concept of dinim and mishpatim, laws and judges and justice. And there are so many clear restrictions and I will say directions of how to create a judicial system. What are the expectations from the judge or the judges? What they should do? What they should not do, importantly enough. And when you look at that, when you look at the importance of din, of judgment, you cannot not ask yourself, okay, it's important, but why is it so important? So I will digress for a second, and I would like to talk a little bit about what Isaiah spoke about, what Jeremiah spoke about, and many of the prophets that spoke about the following item. Many times you see when you read the Navi'im, the prophets, they see that they rebuke the Jewish people regarding the following point. Lama lirov zivchechem amar Hashem. Why do I need your sacrifices, says Hashem? What I want you to do, says Hashem, based on the prophets, shiftu mishpat, judge correctly. Atzdiku yatom ve'almana, take care of the needy, the orphan, the widow, the poor person. Basically, what the Nevi'im, the prophets, convey a message, a divine message of saying, look, it's important to bring sacrifices. It is important to go to the temple. It is important to daven 3 times a day. It's very important. It's crucial. But at the same time, if you do not do justice, if you do not strive to create kindness and to take care of the needy people, then it seems to be that really you are not doing what I'm asking you to do, and in a way, you're going to lose everything. If you look, for example, at the time of the temple, when the Jewish people were clearly bringing sacrifices, doing the things that they need to do between them and God, it was not sufficient. It didn't protect them from exile, from destruction, from a massacre by the Babylonians or the Romans. It was just not enough. Because the Torah is not only about bein adam lamakom, between man and God, or a woman and God. It's also equally important between man and man. How do you handle yourself in the society? How do you carry yourself? How kind are you? What about your tzedakah, your charity? How sensitive you are to others? There is no separation between the two concepts. And that's basically what Moshe said to the Jewish people at the eve of them entering and start conquering the land of Israel. When you go and conquer the land of Israel, you're going to fulfill God's commandment to conquer the land of Israel, to divide the land, to give it to each tribe, to fulfill the promise that Hashem gave to Abraham, that I'm going to give you the land. The land that you see will belong to you and to your descendants. And that's a great thing. But you know what's the problem? You know what's the concern? The concern is you will be so busy fulfilling God's will that you will forget the needy people. That you will, what should you say? You will go and you will not do exactly the things that God asks you to do. You will start to mingle with the other societies. You will start forgetting about the needy people. You will try to basically corner some corners. You will go and you try to deviate from what is right. And it's all in the name of God. We don't do that, says Moshe. One of the most important things for you to know, says Moshe to the people, when you cross this Jordan River, is that as much as Hashem wants you to fulfill His will between you and Him, He also wants you to fulfill what He wants from you between you and the others, between you and your friend, between you and someone who is not your friend. Mitzvot bein adam lechavero, the commandments between man and his fellow man, are equally important. They are at the same book. They are at the same commandment. Like keeping mitzvot, commandments between you and God. And that's what Moshe felt that he must tell the Jewish people. And when we look at what's happened now in the state of Israel, yes, Baruch Hashem, after 63 years, 64 years, we are in an unbelievable state in terms of accomplishments, economically, militarily. But there are many, many threats on us, external threats that come from all over our neighbors, from Syria, from Lebanon, from the Palestinians, from Iran. Egypt is a problem. But you know what is the most crucial problem for us? Is our internal problems, our social problems. If we will be able to find the formula to live with each other respectfully, if we will be able to find the formula to also take care of the needy people, as well as to aspire the wealthy people to accomplish even more, when we will find this formula, the external threats will not be so huge. Let's take it to heart. In these 9 days, let's focus specifically on mitzvot bein adam lamakom, commandments between us and God, but as well mitzvot bein adam lechavero, commandments between us and the others. Let's try not to speak so much lashon hara. Let's try to reduce gossiping. Let's try to take care of the needy even more than what we do now. And with God's help, Tzion b'mishpat tipadeh, v'shavea b'tzedakah, Zion will be redeemed with justice and righteousness and with charity. Thank you.